What's going on, folks? Lee Hammock, your favorite narcissist slash reactor today. Got a Arizona divorce attorney telling you what three types of men are the least likely to cheat. And this caused a ruckus on TikTok. It's kind of crazy. So I'm going to play the video and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. So here we go, y'all. Three least likely cheaters, men by profession. I haven't seen the whole video, so I don't know what profession she's going to say. But as a diagnosed narcissist, I feel like I might have a little say-so in this right here, right? And this is her stuff right here, y'all. It's our Simon D. Law over here. Let me get this thing back straight. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Men are least likely to cheat. What type of men are least likely to cheat?
If you're in a relationship with one of these type of men, you're safe.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready? If you've lived through infidelity, it is so heartbreaking, and so don't take this as science. Number 3, accountants. I think you're pretty safe with an accountant. I see a pretty common personality type. You should be good with no cheating with an accountant. Number 2, pharmacists. No cheating in pharmacy, even the lovely Walgreens pharmacy. Number 1, here we go. If you are married to or in a relationship with a farmer, I predict no cheating will occur.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole video, y'all. I did not watch the whole video. But, you know me, I feel like, so I do a lot of one-on-ones and like, give people the perspective of a diagnosed narcissist going through their relationships and whatnot. And I've talked to people who live on farms who got cheated on by farmers, right? The farmer has a whole separate family, has a whole backup family, a second family, so to speak, right? So saying no cheating is it's loose, right? It's really, really loose. So I don't know. Is that farmers? I think every profession has people in it that are going to cheat, you know. But farmers, pharmacists, and accountants, man, the accountants who see a lot of people's money and get deep on an intimate level with some people because, you know, finances are important, right? Finances are showing somebody your finances is a level of vulnerability, and sometimes they can get in there, right? They can get into their life, they can get into your head and whatnot and manipulate you into getting into the bedroom with them. Men, women alike, right? There's not just a gendered thing. But she said, you know, least likely to cheat or whatever. But she said no cheating. You should not expect no cheating. So pharmacists, you know, I had a good friend that worked in a pharmacy. He'd be out there cheating too because you interact with people. I feel like if I had to rank them, I would say the farmers probably be least likely to cheat out of those right there because the other ones have too much. They have interaction with a lot of people. And the more people you interact with, the more likely you are to run into people that are going to cheat, right? I feel like that's the more interaction you have with other people, the more likely you are to cheat, I would just say, right? Again, y'all, this is her stuff right here. Simon D. Law, Arizona divorce attorney. So she has experience, right? She knows what she's talking about. This is not a rag on her. I just saw this video. I was just like, I react to it. Accountants crunch the numbers and cheating isn't fiscally responsible. Farmers are too tired to cheat. Electrician turned farmer, and I haven't cheated on my wife since I became I haven't cheated on my wife since I became a farmer. My dad was a farmer that did accounting and part-time farmer, since I confirm he cheated. So again, y'all, everybody's going to have their own anecdotal experience, right? This is not a science. I don't think she was given a science. I think she was speaking from experience right here because I know that narcissistic people, toxic people, cheaters come in all shapes, sizes, religions, ethnicities, whatever, right? A cheater has nothing to do with someone's profession, which I believe, right? I feel like if she said she was ranking the least likely to cheat, even though she said she said no cheating, I think she meant least likely because there's some narcissistic farmers be out there cheating on a farm. You know what I mean? That does be happening, right? But then pharmacists 100% false from experience working in the pharmacy. Yep. Basically people who don't have time to cheat. I would say the more time you are involved at work or labor or whatever, you know, if you don't have people around, I would say farmers are the least likely to cheat. But there can be narcissistic, toxic ass farmers out there, right? They'll be out there cheating. What the F is she on? There's a bunch of accountant pharmacists, manhoes. I think she's just speaking from her personal experience, y'all, giving her personal perspective. My cheating ex is a pharmacist. Well, ma'am, you're incorrect. Again, y'all, a man is as faithful as his options. I need to see the data. There's no data, y'all. I don't think there's any data. But I would say the most likely, as speaking from my own personal anecdotal experience, from people I've talked to and coached or whatever, Like, yeah, police officers, firefighters, pastors, all these people in the churches be cheating. And I feel like cheating is not just this. Cheating is not there's not a monolith on cheating, right? There's not an archetype of a cheater. Wherever you are, right there. Every farmer in this town dips their pen in town ink. So no, she definitely hasn't lived in a farm community. I told y'all, like, she's speaking from her own experience. She's an Arizona divorce attorney. People coming there to get divorced, and I think she's probably encountered less cheating farmers and pharmacists, you know. But if you ask her to rank the highest ones, she probably would say police officers, you know, people who have access, celebrities or whatever. You know, the Chris Rock statement is true. You know, the more access you have, the more resources you have, the better your body is, the better you look, your level of attractiveness. A lot of this stuff is gonna play a role into it, right? That electrician turned farmer comment was funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But anyways, y'all, I just want to give y'all this little short reaction video to something outside of the perspective today. If you enjoy it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always, y'all, Mental Illness is up. Peace.